I'm going to show you today around the Mizuno Tour workshop. Now there's some new stuff on this truck that I want to show you, plus some graveyard golf clubs that you've never seen before. So let's get to it. So we're now on the truck, the Mizuno Tour truck, and I've had a little sneak peek at this graveyard of clubs, and by the way, there are some gems in there that you are going to want to see. But first, meet Joe. Joe, you spend all your time traveling around the world. How many events do you do a year, by the way?
Between sort of 15 and 18 a year. So,
and that's Monday to Wednesday?
Monday morning to Wednesday afternoon, yeah.
And then you mentioned, actually, I've got to mention right now, you went, did you go to the Ryder Cup?
We did, yes. We were there all week. So,
I bet that was some experience, right?
Yeah, very different. Very, very hot. So we watched most of it on the TV behind here.
Cool.
Yeah, it was a very good experience.
So I'd love for you just to show me and the viewers around this tour truck,
yeah.
And we'll show the graveyard of clubs as well. But talk me through, so if I was a tour player, I always ask this question, like, how would this work for me? I'm a Mizuno staffer, I play Mizuno clubs.
Yeah.
Talk me through where you'd start, where we'd finish, when I leave.
No problem. So you work your way in, you've got a loft line machine here, which is probably the most important tool on the truck.
What's that? That's pretty cool.
To show you the car from the Mizuno.
What is that?
Just a ball marker, that's all it is.
But what's the stamping say? Can you not say?
It's Japanese.
I didn't know someone might have told you.
No.
Very cool.
And then you work your way into your head drawers, fully restocked now as well, which is very good.
So you've not gone out yet, have you?
No, not yet. First event is Belgium in May, so a few months' time still. So a lot of these promo and trade shows that we're going to now try and get the truck out there a little more.
How cool is this? I mean, this is really cool. It's very neat and very tidy. Out on tour, like, what is like the most favoured iron? Because that probably is very different to what I've got in my hand right here.
Yeah.
Probably very different to what you might see a club golfer use potentially.
Yes, I think the tour guys still will be using the blade. They're looking for the ultimate kind of workability, shot shaping. What's been popular for the fitting days and stuff we've done so far has been 245s, because they ultimately look like the blade.
Yeah.
They are the performance cavity of our range.
I tried this, and when you put it down, you don't even feel like it's got a cavity.
No, there's just a little more help there, but a lot of the tour guys are going those in longer irons, because again you get the forgiveness, the performance, and it looks the same.
So at what point? Like 5 iron, 4 iron, potentially even a 3 iron?
Yeah.
I'm like in a sweet shop here.
Yeah. So if you like that, you'll like the top end in here. These are your...
Oh my.
One of those.
That is unreal. Have a look at that. A 1 iron?
A 1 iron, yeah.
Anybody use this?
Yeah, a few guys.
Do they crank it? Is it actually a 1 iron, or do they like make it a little?
2 iron.
It looks better with a 1 on there, doesn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so 16.5 degrees aloft, so it's basically a 2 iron. But it means if guys have got 2, 3, 4 in something like this, they can then have a 4 iron in longer set as well.
And what's this colour called? Because I'm going to say it's not called black, is it like nickel or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Some posh
I'd say black.
It's really cool. And will there be any irons like that in the future, where the whole set you can get in this sort of colour?
We did them last year, we did the 225s.
Yeah.
I think there might be a few limited runs coming this year, not potentially in black, but in some different colours.
I thought you were going to give us a big preview then.
We've got the azalea irons, you've probably seen them.
Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah.
Yeah, slightly different. We had the blue, we had the green and yellow this year, black. Try and mix it up a little bit.
So I notice I'm picking these up. What do all these numbers mean?
So this is the weight of the head.
So, and each weight would be the same, or each weight change? For every...
If you look at it, you've got 2 iron there. So you've got 235.6, 236.7. So this one is ever so slightly heavier. If we need a heavier swing weight, we can then put this one on. If we need lighter, we can put this one on. We can also drill out, which is what the pillar drill's on the end for. If we need to make it lighter with a heavier head, there's all sorts of options. But yeah, they're not all the exact same weight. They tend to be within a gram and a half of each other. And
will players say to you, or you'll know when you've done the fitting, like we want a heavier weight, lighter weight, depending on obviously the swing weight you're trying to achieve, you'll just put that head in there?
Yeah, pretty much.
And I didn't even think like that was even, have I put in the right place?
Nah, it's fine.
You're going to go through afterwards?
Well, OCD's kicking.
You're like, I'm going to come back to that draw. So we've looked at the irons.
Yep.
Where are we going to now?
So you've got drivers at the bottom, both sides.
Yeah.
You've got head full of...
Because I tried the forgiving head, the big of it max. Oh my god, it was so good.
Yeah, very easy to hit.
Yeah.
So, bigger profile, so visually to the eye, it looks like there's a lot more head to hit. It's the exact same as the ZNX we've got, so they're both 460. Yeah, much easier to hit straight, which is ultimately what you want.
And are you seeing some of your players go to that head away from the head that they've used, or?
Yeah, especially in fairways, because they are so much easier to hit.
Yeah.
If you're looking at 3-5, but you kind of want it to go a certain number, if it's going to go straight as well, that's the easiest thing.
Absolutely, I do.
Yeah, yeah. So then you've got our rulers, so for cutting shafts, our shaft cutter, and then your favourite drawer in here, the graveyard.
Yeah, this is really cool.
So this is where anything that's been used will come to kind of rest, shall we say.
Come on, you must know where something really cool is in here.
They're all a little bit different. So, I mean, you've got some movie lyrics and stuff like that. And
What movie is that?
it's a Will Ferrell movie.
Right.
So,
I picked this one up before as well. This has some like country legs. Who's this wedge?
that was Matt McIsaac, who used to work on here before me. So, big country fan.
And is there any like players on here that you know that they're out in here, or does players tend to keep their old clubs?
Yeah, we've got a couple of sets of really old ones in here. If you like the vintage kind of style heads.
Oh yeah.
That's going to be more of your box.
Now that is really cool.
Yeah.
And that one especially.
Yeah. Something a little different. So these tend to be older heads. They just labelled graveyard because that's what we go to hide them more than anything else.
That's seriously cool.
Yeah, some slightly different designs. There's not a lot of
No,
head when you put that down.
There's literally zero offset on that.
Yeah.
I just hit that right going right all day long.
Yeah.
We have another look in here because this is seriously cool. Like, and you mentioned to me before, like when you get in new guys on the truck, you use this to practice your stamping.
Yes. Yeah. So you'll see some in here that I've got all sorts of scribbles and stamps and extra stuff on here. It's just a little practice more than anything. So I remember the first time I stamped, I hit my thumb rather than the stamp. So
What have you got in your wedges?
I have T24s, but I have the one chooses the wizard on mine. A little bit of
I like it. Harry Potter.
A little bit of Harry Potter, yeah.
I like it. I'm a big Harry Potter fan myself.
Yeah.
I won't do my impression. Okay, so we move from the graveyard. I mean, this is where all the clubs go that have been used in the past, whether it's yours, people that worked on here, players. We're now onto this bit. What's this bit?
So this is for cleaning out kind of the tips and the butts. When we cut them, you get little bits of metal, graphite stuck in the end, so more for the brush on the end.
Yeah.
You've got some machines to tan down your ferrules here, and then you've got your grinder at the end. So grinding tips.
It's all very neat and tidy on it.
Yeah, it kind of flows nicely, which is good. It's obviously not the biggest workshop. It's quite narrow, and myself and Alex are two larger gentlemen, so trying to work around each other is a little more difficult.
And I can imagine it's frantic on here on a tour week. From Monday to Wednesday it's...
Yeah. Tuesday afternoons is the one. Players are always trying to change stuff there.
Yeah, practice round tomorrow, I've got pro am, etc.
Panic, yeah. So shaft rack, you've got pretty much everything you can need. Everything is labelled, and that's my OCD on here now. So yeah, everything you need. Wedges on either side, then you've got woods in the middle, and then irons kind of in the middle of those two.
And what would be like the most popular shaft out on tour for irons? Is the one where you see like, all right, most of our players go and use this, or is it literally change over time?
It changes a little bit. Dynamic Gold is still very popular, and Project X is still very popular. A lot of the guys that we see are using Modus now,
which is one of
this range here. Yeah, these ones. So they feel very good. You can afford to go a little bit lighter in shaft weight if you need to as well.
I've seen these in wedges quite a lot as well.
Yeah. Good feeling shaft. Very good feeling shaft. And if you like it when it says prototype on as well.
That's pretty cool, isn't it? You know the script, That's really cool. I mean, as like a golf fan in general, and I'm sure everybody watching will look at this and go, how do I get my hands on one of these? You can't.
Yeah, off here, unfortunately, and that is...
Where did I get that from? I don't want to put that back in the room.
Anyway, it's fine, don't worry.
I'm really
I'll make you find it later on and put it back.
Okay, so now we're on to where we're walking now.
So this is our gripping station. So we would take them up first and then grip. We've got solvent flows out through here, flows back in. Pump pedal. It may need refilling, but it might.
There we go.
It doesn't look black normally, but it will. Yeah, flow through. So this is our gripping station, taping station, and then into our swing weighting station next to us. So we've got all of our different tip weights for irons. We've got all our different weights for our drivers. Then we can make drivers lighter, heavier. If we need to put hot melt in, which is the hot melt gun here, we can do that.
So just explain how that works actually. Sorry to interrupt, because I know that'd be something that like club golfers won't even think about, like, because we think we buy it, we can maybe change the weight on the back, but that is it. So what actually is that? Is it a gun, isn't it, basically?
Yes, a hot melt gun. So if it's warmed up, I'm sure. Yeah, there we go. You can see it's just a little wax plug. So all it is wax like this. That will then be pumped inside the driver head. If I grab one of these, you'll be able to see. We've got the hole at the back. You can put that into the back of there. That will stick to whatever location you put it in. So if you put it front side, it lowers the spin. Back side raises the spin. We can make draw bias had a bit more fade bias, and vice versa as well. So it's all about changing ball flight to what the player likes to see.
So you can like fine tune it as
Yes.
much as you can, really.
Yeah, gives us a bit more sort of customization.
Yeah.
Driver. But yeah, that's the tool everyone asks about. It's not melt gun.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it looks quite interesting. I've not really seen that many places before.
No.
Then we've got grips here.
Grips here and at the back. So everyone likes Luke and Keith's grip. Keith is quite old school with the Victories.
That is really old school, isn't it?
And Luke has his own specific grip. So his is multi-compound blue-black rather than black-blue. So,
Oh yeah.
slightly different colour.
What do they feel like, by the way?
Different.
Yeah,
They're quite hard.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Depends if you like that sort of thing or not. But as we know, Keith's quite retro, little cashmere and flared trousers and all that sort of
Suits
stuff.
all the vibe, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
He's probably still playing those blades. No,
Yeah.
don't. And do you keep all those stocked at all times, just so you've got everything on here?
Yeah.
So if let's say Luke Donald walked on here, I want a new set of irons, could you build them like that?
Yeah. Yeah, everything that we need is on here. If it's not on here, we probably don't need it.
Don't need it.
Worth doing it. Yeah.
So we've chosen grip, we've got it swing weighted.
Yeah.
Is this where we get into a bit of stamping and loft and lie?
Yes, so this is the putter loft lie machine,
Machine.
and this is our stamping block here. So you can see all of our attempts underneath before. Yeah, yeah, you just need something solid when you're hammering it in.
And then is this the last
This
bit here is the wedges.
and woods. Yeah, so you've got woods driver heads this side
So-
and this side. So we've got wood heads, and then all of our wedge heads as well. As you can see, raw tends to be the most popular out there.
Gonna say.
Yeah. Similar to the irons as well, you've got all the different weights on the back of those as well. So they tend to be pretty close to each other. I mean, we've got 0.8 grams between those two. But
And is that you that's put all these stickers on here?
no, thankfully not. That is owed to the guys in Japan, thankfully. We just sort them by weight when they come in.
Like, because that seems like a lot of detail. Like, I've been on a few tour trucks before, and they've just had heads per se.
Yeah.
Like, this feels like there's a lot of detail that's gone into each and every head. Then from that, your job is to then get the right shaft, even do some hot metal if it's a driver.
Yeah.
The level of detail seems like another level in a way.
Yeah, for us it's about getting the swing weights correct. If you've got different weights in here, if one head's very heavy, we can then find the same head but that's lighter. It means then we don't have to drill weight out on the pillar machine next to you. We're not taking weight out of the hosel then, out the heel side. That will affect the way that club plays essentially. So if we can get something that is the same but lighter or heavier, it makes my job easier.
Yeah.
And it makes it similar to what I had before.
Cool. So we've looked at the clubs. It's now time to have a look at this wall here. So this is where some of the guys that come here, they got the hats, and they got towels.
Yeah.
This is literally where would you fill these cubby holes every single week for all the players?
Yeah. We are awaiting delivery. As you can see, we're a little scarce at the moment. You've got hats, towels. We keep our gloves up top as well. They're stashed, so they don't go missing. Yes, umbrellas. Everything else is tucked kind of behind here. Hats, woolly hats, those kind of things. There's everything you can need, pretty much.
I just think it's mad. How many balls and gloves would players have every week?
You'll tend to go through 2 or 3 a week. 2 gloves, I'd say.
Right.
Yeah. Depends how much you practice in and what conditions you play in.
Yeah, of course. And then they come next week. It's all stocked already. And then you're here to look after their needs every time.
Rinse and repeat. Start again.
Well, Joe, thanks so much for showing us around this tour truck. It's been class to see it. Now, if you're thinking, I want to see a club built on this tour truck, well, in a separate video, I'm challenging Joe to build a forgiving iron in under 5 minutes, from start to finish. Joe, thanks very much, mate.
Pleasure. All right.
And guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn the bell.